Christian. So we have this kind of great sorting of the two political parties along ethno-religious lines. I think is really set us up to be where here's what I was surprised about. Just to answer your question, um, I at the end of White Christian America, I truly believe that we would have this moment of kind of the death throes of trying to hold on to this
That's
world.
what you wrote in the afterword to your book after
That's right.
Trump was elected, and it made perfect sense to me. I wrote a piece in the day of Trump's inauguration in the New York Times saying this is not going to last long because the demographics are just not going to allow it to. And
Yeah, I think that's right, and that's what I was thinking too. And I did use Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's stages of grief, and of course, the last stage in that process of grieving is acceptance, right? And if you get there, and so I really thought, and one of the reasons why I thought that is because in some ways we've seen this before. We saw there was a great anti-immigrant sentiment 100 years ago, right? And we saw people move past that ultimately. Now it was a struggle and it was violent, it was bloody, but people eventually moved past it. We saw that during the civil rights movement, right? And so I grew up in an era like I remember the Mississippi schools getting desegregated. That happened in my lifetime after the public schools there drug their feet for over 20 years. So it wasn't until 1976 that the first African American kids showed up at my white school in my white segregated neighborhood. And so, but we did find a way to kind of move past that in some